She stood at the edge of the old bridge, holding her newborn baby. Then she did the unthinkable. She threw him into the river below. People screamed. Some tried to stop her. But it was too late. At first, everyone thought she was evil. Until the truth came out. And when it did, it changed everything. Her name was Adora. 19, intelligent, gentle. A girl who had once dreamed of becoming a nurse and saving lives. She had grown up in a quiet rural village, raised by her single mother after her father died in a motorcycle accident. Life was hard, no electricity, barely enough food, and the weight of being the hope of the family rested squarely on her young shoulders. But she was a fighter. She topped her class in secondary school, often reading by candlelight and helping neighbors with small medical issues. People admired her. Her future looked bright. Then, she met Kunal. He wasn't from the village. He was from the city. Smooth talking. Drove a car with tinted windows. Promised her the world. He said he could help her leave poverty behind. He said he loved her. He promised to pay for her school. She believed him. She gave him everything, her heart, her body, and her dreams. And then, he vanished. Blocked her number. Left the village. Disappeared like smoke in the wind. She was 2 months pregnant. Alone. When she told her mother, she was slapped across the face. Her mother cried for days, saying she had disgraced the family name. Word got around fast. In a village where people talk faster than the wind, she became the subject of whispers, mockery, and judgment. She's no longer a virgin. Who will marry her now? Shameless girl. Her child will be a thief. Even her church turned their backs. She was banned from choir. The pastor told her to repent and come back after cleansing. She had no job, no father, and now, no support. Yet she pushed on. She carried her baby with pride, selling akara by the roadside to survive. She saved up for baby clothes, whispered lullabies to her growing belly, and hoped that somehow life would get better. But life? Life had other plans. In her 8th month, her mother fell ill. Hospital bills swallowed all their savings. Then their landlord evicted them. She gave birth in an abandoned kiosk beside a muddy roadside. Alone. The baby cried. She cried too. But not for joy, for fear. She named him Chibweek, God is my strength. The next few days were a blur. She was bleeding. Weak. She tried to breastfeed, but she was starving. No one helped. No one cared. She went door to door asking for food, even begged the same church members she once sang with. They closed their doors. One woman threw her leftover rice on the floor and said, "If dogs can eat, so can you." Still, she held on. Until the 3rd night. Her baby was burning with fever. She had no money for drugs. He cried all night, his tiny fists clenched, his voice fading. That morning, she walked to the river bridge. Not to die. Not yet. But to pray. She sat on the bridge, whispering to God. But the more she prayed, the quieter the world felt. Then, a voice in her head whispered. Maybe the world would be kinder to him in the next life. Maybe this will set him free from pain. Maybe this is love too. She kissed his forehead one last time. And with shaking hands, she let go. People screamed. Car stopped. A fisherman nearby jumped in. He saw something floating between the reeds, the baby. Still breathing. He pulled him out and ran. The police arrested Adora. She was quiet. Calm. When they asked why, she whispered, "I just wanted him to be free." The media painted her as a heartless mother. A monster. A murderer. But a young nurse at the hospital, Amaka, listened. She posted Adeora's story online with the simple words, Before you judge her, listen to her. The post exploded. Within hours, people around the world demanded justice. Not for the crime, but for the system that failed her. Psychologists stepped in. She was diagnosed with severe postpartum depression, malnutrition, and psychotic break due to trauma. The court ordered therapy. Donations flooded in. A foundation paid her fees. A woman in the UK offered to sponsor her nursing education. Months later, Adora walked out of rehab, stronger, braver, and determined to rewrite her story. Today, she's a nurse. She works in a mental health center for women. She speaks at schools and churches about the silent pain young mothers go through. And her son? Chibweek is now 4 years old, healthy, happy, and full of energy. She didn't throw him away because she didn't love him. She threw him away because the world made her believe she had no other choice. But now, she's proof that even when broken, even when lost, you can still rise. And sometimes, the people we think are villains are just victims who never got the chance to be heard. If this story moved you, don't forget to follow, like and subscribe, share and comment interesting story in the comments.